Hi, my name's Jack. I'm here to tell you about honeybees. But before we start talking about honeybees, I want to take a moment to talk about all the other pollinators that there are in the world. Everyone loves to talk about how important honeybees are to pollinating the different fruits and vegetables that we eat. And as much as I love honeybees, it's important to recognize that there are so many other insects that do this important job of pollinating. Let's come a little closer and just look at this goldenrod. It's late September here in Vermont, and if we just look even a little bit closely, we can see not only a little honeybee, but all the other different species. Bees, wasps, beetles. Did you know there are over 300 different species of bees in Vermont doing this job of carrying pollen from one plant to another? Xenia, what makes honeybees so special? Honeybees have mouth parts that are kind of like a Swiss Army knife. They're adapted to get into a lot of different kinds of flowers, so they can pollinate all kinds of flowers, trees, maple trees. They love maple trees. And while they're there, they not only trade pollen between flowers, they also collect the pollen and collect the nectar, the watery, sugary substance that attracts pollinators, and they take that back to their hive for their use. Now let's talk about some tools I use. This is called a hive tool. It's got a prying end here and a prying end here. And we'll show you how to use that later. This is a broom to sweep away the bees you might need to do. This is called a smoker. By putting just a little bit of smoke in the hive, it calms the bees down. What happens when you spray bees with smoke is that they think there's some sort of disaster. They think there's a forest fire or something like that. So it triggers them to crawl down to their hive, drink some honey. And then when they get full of honey, they get kind of lazy and sedate. So it's much easier to work with them. So each one of these towers is a separate colony of bees. Every colony of bees has between 20 and 50,000 bees in every tower. However, there's only one queen in each one of these colonies. So besides the queen, there's two other types of bees. There's the worker that does all the hard work in the hive, which is protecting the hive, protecting the queen, keeping the baby bees safe, and of course flying out to collect nectar and pollen from plants. So here we can see bees going around. This right here is wax comb. Okay, it's got a hexagonal six-sided shape. Every comb in the hive has a six-sided shape. This is honeycomb right here. As you can see, we pop one open, there's honeycomb. There's honey inside. And right here, there's a bunch of bees that are in here putting nectar and honey inside and getting ready to cap it off like this. So here, of course, these smaller bees, these are the worker bees. These are all female bees. They're doing all the hard work. Right here, you have a great big male drone bee. There's another one. It's got these really big eyes. It doesn't do much. It just kind of bumbles around, freeloading, eating honey and stuff off of the rest of the hive. Now let's see if we can find the queen. There she is. Really long body. And that's good for laying thousands and thousands of eggs every day. And all around her are her attendants, keeping her safe, keeping her fed. Her only job is to lay eggs all day. Just putting this back together. Now right now this box is pretty light. But one of these boxes can actually weigh, just one, can weigh about 80 to 100 pounds. And actually, the bees need about 80 to 100 pounds of honey just to survive the winter. Well, I've already done all my honey extracting for the year, but I'll just give you a quick demo. You would take one of your hives that would all be full of honey on both sides. You would then put it inside this machine, which is called a honey extractor or a spinner. And then you use the fast spinning force to spin the honey out of the comb. This goes around really fast and the honey sprays out to the sides, drips down, and then you pour it out of the spout. And this year, I've already collected about 12 gallons of honey, and I'd like to share some with you. Thank you for spending this time talking about bees with me, and I hope that you can enjoy some fun pollinators out there yourself.